welcome back to the channel. Where do you get money when you have an unexpected expense to pay for, like a medical bill, a home repair, a job loss, or even a salary delay for those who live paycheck to paycheck? What do you do in such an instance? Find out from this video as we talk extensively. Okay, so in the previous video, we spoke about savings, the need to inculcate this a habit of saving, even if you earn a low income. And then we also understood that we use our savings to finance our goals or our targets for the year, because we understood that without money, most of the times we are not able to see our goals come into reality. And so we need to secure that savings. But one thing we have to also realize is that we also have an unexpected events that could happen, like a job loss or a medical expense out of the blue, maybe for your parents or even for yourself, or even a salary delay or a home repair. You have a pipe leaking or a roof leaking or anything of that sort. Where are you going to get that amount of money to be able to take care of that unexpected event or unexpected expense you did not plan for? So that's where the term emergency fund comes in. Emergency fund is money you set aside for unexpected events, like I said earlier, like medical bills, um, home repair, job loss, even the hit of a pandemic in 2020 when coronavirus came. A lot of people we did not all expect corona to happen, but it did happen. And those are some of the unexpected things that can happen in life. So in such a situation, I'm sure most people had to take their savings, monies from their savings, in order to feed at that time, because if you were working, probably the world went on a standstill. A lot of people were at home. Some companies were paying the employees, some too were not paying. So people had to still eat, drink, pay their rents, and all that. So life had to still go on, even in a pandemic where we were not working to earn money. So at that time, people had to get money, take money from their savings in order to, you know, finance or take care of themselves as and when the pandemic was still happening. So Corona taught us a very big lesson that we need to save for emergencies. Emergencies like a pandemic hitting or a natural disaster, earthquake and all, or you lose your job, or even if you still have your job and you are living paycheck to paycheck, the salary, when you expect a salary to come, it doesn't come at that date. What do you do? Because you've already spent your money. So that's where emergency fund comes in. It comes in to give us that financial cushion, that we do not have to have that financial anxiety that if anything should happen right now unexpectedly, because that is life. We do not wish that anything bad happens, but life comes with a lot of unexpected events. So when it does happen, what do we do? And that's where the term an emergency fund comes in. You want to, you want to secure your savings, the savings you have set aside for your targets, for your goals, for achieving your goals. You want to set up another fund that will cushion you, so that you do not, in case of that emergency happening, you do not dip your hand into your savings. So we are talking about emergency fund today, guys. So we also, want you all to consider saving for an emergency fund in order to cushion your savings. So whilst you are saving for your goals and all, also set aside a percentage of your salary for emergencies. And there's a general rule of thumb that you save 3 to 6 months. So for instance, if you have a salary of 1,000, whatever currency you spend, you have a salary of 1,000. 3 months will be 3,000 of the currency you spent, and then 6 months will be 6,000. So you can Also include saving for an emergency in your budget, so that way if an unexpected event come, you do not have to dip your hand into your savings, or even have to go and incur an unexpected or unplanned debt. People do not plan for certain expenses. That's how come they go into debt. So we are saving for emergencies. Truly, what are emergencies? Not something that is not an emergency. I mean, if you need to upgrade, say your phone, your iPhone to the latest uh, one that is currently um in the system, that is not an emergency, because an emergency is something you need to take care of as soon as possible. If not, it can really get worse or get bad. So we are going to save money for what are truly emergencies, what are unexpected things that can happen that needs to be taken care of at that particular point in time. So those are the things we want to take care of, like a car breakdown. Anything can really and truly happen in this life. So we are setting up an emergency fund in order to secure our savings, and also not go into any unplanned debts or incur any debts going forward, because in our wealth creation journey, we do not want to incur debts. Debt is something that would really backtrack us or send us back, or help us not to be able to achieve our goals. So we want to avoid debt as much as possible. Even if you have a debt already, we'll talk about it in our subsequent videos. But we want to save for emergencies. So when we save thousand, we have an salary of 1,000, and then we want to save for, say, 3 months, maximum 6 months. So that's like 3,000 to 6,000. So that's our target for emergency fund. And so that's what we will be saving till we reach that target. And if an emergency comes up along the line, we are able to take money from that emergency without dipping our hands into our savings. We're able to save, we're able to take care of that emergency. And then we also saved, if we take money from our emergency, we make sure we save to replace it. Even if we save the money for a year and there's no emergency that comes up, we do not touch it till we have an emergency come up. So that's what emergency is all about. So we are saving for emergencies in order to take care of any financial anxiety if and when an emergency or unexpected event should happen. So where do we want to put our emergency fund? We can open a savings account, and then we link it to our checking account, and then go to the bank, request for a standing order to link your current account to that savings account you want to save separately from your savings. It should be, the emergency fund should not be mixed with your savings account. The savings account you have opened for your goals this year, for saving for your goals. No, it should be separate. So you open a savings account separately for an emergency fund, and then you can link your checking account to that one in order to be able to save, automate your in order to be able to directly put the bank code at a particular date you give them and an amount you give them, transfer that amount into your emergency fund automatically without you having to do anything every month. And that way you are able to secure your emergency fund. So guys, we are encouraging everybody to save for an emergency fund. You can put this in a savings account, a regular savings account, or a high yield saving account. Or you can also put this in a mutual fund. A mutual fund is a pool of funds from different individuals, and then you are able to get a percentage of interest on your money. You're able to get a percentage of interest on your money that is higher than putting it in a savings account, a regular savings account, or a high yield savings account. So you put in a mutual fund, money market fund, in order to grow your savings till as and when you need it for an emergency. If you have truly found this video very valuable or insightful, kindly give me a like, subscribe, and share. If you already are saving for an emergency, where are you putting your money and why are you saving for an emergency? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. See you in the next video. It's bye for now. Bye.